Hey there, quick note before we dive in. What you're watching right now is a lesson from one of my courses that I've decided to release completely for free here on YouTube so you don't have to pay a dime. So instead of asking you to buy my course, if you want to show your appreciation, here's a couple of things that you can do. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. These small actions tell YouTube to share my content with more people, which is a huge help. Also, feel free to check out my recommended equipment links in the description below. If you do purchase equipment from these links, I do get a small commission at no extra cost to you whatsoever. Or if you want to, you can leave me a super thanks or even just hit play on one of my playlists. I know it sounds silly, but if you just hit play on one of my playlists and let it play in the background, even if you're not paying attention, it tells YouTube, hey, people are watching these videos. I'm going to push it out to more people. So even if you just want to do that, I would love it. I would appreciate it so much. And then lastly, if you're looking for more personalized help, I do offer private coaching that you can find in the description of this video. Either way, I really appreciate you, whether you choose to do one of these things or not. Just by simply watching this video, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Now, let's get to the lesson. All right, so we're talking about dynamic microphones, and dynamic microphones are not like shotgun microphones, they're not like large diaphragm condenser microphones. Those microphones you can have a little bit further away from you, especially shotgun microphones. You can have those a lot further away from you because that's how they were designed. But a dynamic microphone, you actually want to have a lot closer to you than most microphones because, again, that was the way that they were made to get the most use out of your dynamic microphone, to get the best quality out of your dynamic microphone. You want to have it closer to you. So as you can see, I have a Shure SM7B here, and this is probably the most famous dynamic microphone around. And you can see I've got it pretty close. Obviously, it's in frame. So if you're going to use a dynamic microphone, you need to be okay with the fact that the microphone's going to be in frame with you in your video. So let's talk about mic placement. First things first, when we talk about a dynamic microphone, it is a top address microphone, meaning I'm going to speak into the top of this microphone. I'm not going to speak into the side of the microphone like you would a large diaphragm condenser microphone. So as you can see, I have the top of the microphone pointed to my mouth. I have it on the Rode PSA-1 Plus arm here. And of course, you don't want the microphone right in front of you like this because obviously you can't see me in the video now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and move it about 45 degrees off. Now, it doesn't have to be 45 degrees off. That's just what I like to do. And I'm going to have the microphone above me. I'm going to have it angled down. Sorry about all the mic handling noise, but I'm going to have it angled down towards my mouth. And now, like I said, it doesn't have to be a 45-degree angle. I see a lot of people come all the way off to the side with the microphone. And they have the microphone like this as they speak in their videos. And this is totally fine as well. Basically, all you are trying to do right now is make sure that the microphone, the side that you're supposed to speak into, which is the top of this microphone, is focused on your mouth. So I'm going to move this back to where I like to have it here. And all you have to do is think about a photographer. So if I was a photographer and I was hired to do headshots for people, if I wanted to get their eyes or their face in focus, I don't need to be directly in front of them. Like you saw before with this microphone right in front of me, I don't need to be directly in front of them to get their eye or their face in focus. I could be off to the side, I could be above them, I could be below them. As long as the camera's pointed to their face, it's going to track their eye or their face and it's going to be in focus. That's the same with a microphone. So as long as I have the end of the microphone that I'm supposed to speak into, as long as it's pointing to my mouth, I'm in focus. So it doesn't matter if it's all the way over here, if it's 45 degrees, or if it's right in front of me, which you wouldn't want to do. But then there's a lot of people that like to have it below them pointed up. Now, you can do this, and I've heard some good audio from that, and that's totally fine. I personally don't do it because if you point up, you're getting more of a nasally kind of sound shooting or pointing the mic up from that direction. So that's why I like to go from the top down. You also, from the bottom up, kind of get a little bit more mouth noise and things like that. So I just like to do from the top down and angled, to obviously to my mouth, making sure it's in focus. And honestly, that's as simple as it is. Get the microphone closer if you want. You can have the microphone a little further away if you want. If you don't want the mic right up on you in your video, you can have the mic backed off a little bit. Now, of course, these mics, dynamic microphones like the Shure SM7B, they were made for the microphone to be closer to you to get, like I said, the most out of that microphone, but you can still have it off of you a little bit. And again, with these microphones, they are low gain microphones, meaning that it's going to take a lot of gain to get good levels out of your microphone, but you could just buy a gain booster like a Cloud Lifter or a Dynamite Stick or a Fethead or something like that. And then that would give you the ability to have the microphone a little further away from you if you wanted to and still be able to have cleaner gain out of the microphone. But that's really it when it comes to a dynamic microphone and you have it on an arm like this. I mean, some people have it on a desk stand, and when it's a desk stand, you're going to have to point it up at yourself, right? But the thing, I don't like desk stands because one, you have to point the mic up, and two, you can't get it as close to the source you're recording as close as I could get it with a microphone arm. But again, it's all up to personal preference. There's people that use a desk stand and they get really good audio. So really, it's up to you. What's comfortable for you? What do you like on camera? But that's about it when it comes to a dynamic microphone like a Shure SM7B.